Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Lindsay, and today I'll be remaking all of the celebrity Sims who live in Delswell Valley. At least the ones that have houses. I have not yet done the ones that haven't been placed in a house because there is only like 6 livable lots in this world. So I did the ones that live in a house because I didn't want to bother doing the other ones yet. Also, I want to give Holly Alto her entire family, so I'm going to do a little bit more of a bigger makeover on her than the other Sims. So that'll be coming later. But I had several things that I wanted to talk about because I feel like TikTok was a little bit boring at the beginning of the year. It took a little bit of a break, a little bit of a hiatus of being weird and having strange characters. But it has gone back to regularly scheduled programming. There is so much to talk about. Just crazy stuff. The first one, and I feel like the one that I saw a little bit earlier than a lot of people did, was the Scar Girl drama. She kind of blew up recently, but I had seen people talk about her weird scar, I feel like a month or two ago. And basically the whole thing is that people think that she's faking a scar. It's not like super interesting. It's just that they think that she's faking it because it got her very popular, it blew her up. And when it started to fade, people speculate that she started drawing it on in order to continue having a very interesting look about her. She has come out saying that the scar has gotten varying degrees of worse and better over time because she stopped using the creams and the treatment process that she was supposed to be using. And then she also used fake tan, which got in the scar. And if you get fake tan in a scar, it doesn't leave until that scar or scab falls off. So that led to it being brown and discolored. And I don't really want to push it that far. I just wanted to fill people in on that drama. But I do also want to talk about the weird psychics that have been blowing up on TikTok because they're just very strange. There's the one that Curtis Connor recently did his video on, where she is just very obviously a scammer. She has lied about having different jobs, where she gets her money. She just also, like, if people don't send her money the correct way, she'll send it back and then ask for even more money. She's just also very, very strange. Like, she'll go to the bathroom on lives. It's just very odd. Obviously a scammer, obviously, very obviously. But then there's also the other psychic who got very popular because she's currently being sued because she slandered a professor at, I believe, the University of Iowa where the killings took place. She said that this professor was in a relationship with one of the girls that was killed, and in order to cover that up, she hired or was promising stuff to a one of that student's ex-boyfriends in order to kill her. Basically slandering innocent people and then also defending the actual murderer who has so much evidence against him. But she then came out and said that he wasn't the killer and that people were just against him because he was an outcast in the community. Insane, because he, I believe, crossed state lines just to do this murder. Just bizarre behavior. Atozy did a video about it, and he got a lot of the videos that she made recorded, which is where a lot of people are getting their videos from, because he got a lot of the videos before she started deleting it. So she's basically trying to wipe, she was doing a big wipe of all the evidence of what she did. Insane stuff. Insane. The fact that she was so defensive about this guy who is literally a murderer. It's true crime has gone too far. And then again, true crime going way too far. Recently, a murder happened. We don't have a bunch of details about it, but a woman murdered her boyfriend, called her best friend, and she was like basically talking on the phone to her best friend and showing the body of her boyfriend. This lady was a big true crime fan. She had a bunch of pictures of serial killers, like actual real life serial killers, on her wall, which red flag number one. People are hanging up pictures of murderers in their house. I personally would not be sleeping in the same bed as them, but you do you. She was showing her best friend basically the wounds and stuff. When she was arrested, she said that she caught her boyfriend messaging minors, which, I don't know, a lot of people are defending her, which obviously if he was messaging minors, I don't feel bad for him, but also considering what we know about her so far, I would probably think that was more of just an excuse at this point, and less of a reason as to why she murdered him. I don't trust true crime people as far as I can throw them. I used to be a fan, personally. But it has gotten weird. There are weird people who are into it. And I, like every other person, loves a good documentary. But a good documentary can only take you so far. But yeah, so that's kind of what's been on my For You page recently. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the makeovers that I'm doing now. Octavia, obviously. I never noticed this because she wears those big old honking glasses, but she is a very pretty sim. Very pretty. I don't understand how people always go for Thorn when Octavia is right there. Gorgeous. Actually gorgeous. Normally I change the blue black hair to the just plain black hair, but I thought it fit her. I thought it looked really good on her, especially since she wears, in a lot of her looks she was wearing blue eyeshadow, and so the blue hair I felt like just kind of fit. I do think that these Sims for Del Sol Valley are interesting. There is not like the same amount of lore as say we got with the high school pack or the werewolf pack. Definitely not. The werewolf pack was like the most amount of lore I feel like we've gotten for The Sims 4, especially for just a singular world, especially a world that small. But I do think that the celebrity Sims are interesting. Vanessa is, I don't think she has a celebrity level yet. I don't even think she's a rising star, if I'm remembering correctly. She's just a normal Sim who recently moved into the big city. She has that kind of backstory. The way I remade her, it was kind of looking back at her, she kind of looks like a K-pop idol who would be very popular with the women fans, if you know what I mean. Very pretty Sim. I love the short hair that I gave her. I like her outfit, kind of grungy. And then for Orange Bailey Moon, I don't do children's Sims a lot. I find their gameplay kind of boring. So I don't really do the children's Sim much. I don't play with them. There's not a lot of gameplay for them. But I've been trying to make them for the save, just so that there's, more of that age progression, and so that Sims don't just age out and leave the world kind of empty. And then on to Judith Ward. I really like Judith Ward. I think she's super, just so strange. Her house is very ugly, but I kind of respect it. It's very tacky, lots of very gold, and I just feel like it fits her super well. She kind of has like the old Hollywood glam mixed with just total tack. But you know what we call that? Camp. She's camp. She's very obviously made to look like she has had work done. And she always, in all of my save files, well, I say all of them, but in 2 of my save files that I play pretty religiously, both times automatically she has ended up with Marcus Flax. And I've noticed other people say that as well. Which is why I pretty much remade the party house directly after I made over the Celebrity Sims. Because they just, I don't know what it is, they are just drawn to each other. But I think they're perfect for each other. They're both just so like over the top. Like he is like a big muscle builder and she looks like she has had her had her boobs done like 5 times. I love that for her. They're both also adults, which I think also helps why the game kind of pushes them together because they're both in the same age range. And also in my legacy challenge, they ended up together, one of my sims, because my main sim was best friend Judith. One of my main sim's daughters and Judith and Marcus's daughters ended up together. And may I say, Judith has the strongest genetics ever. Almost comparable to Vlad, I would say. It is insane how much her children are just copy and paste of her. Skin tone wise, hair wise, nose wise, eyes wise. I think the only thing that like the children got from Marcus was the lips, and that was it. They are a copy paste of Judith. I love that. I think she's iconic. I've grown to love seeing her around the worlds. She is just so cool. She's over the top, and I truly do love her for that. Truly over the top. But yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I'll play it out, some music, and I'll get the new, I don't have any before photos of these Sims. It's just gonna be the afters. So sorry. But that's what we have for today. I will see you next time.